Okay, guys, enough farting around. We have another interview to get to. This one's really important. I have very little knowledge of our next guest. Not in terms of class, but in terms of the actual person. We've interacted basically just enough to get them scheduled to come on and talk about the class. Here's the selling point. Second strongest in Chronos gear-wise of this class. And this class has been around for a while. So I'd say that's pretty good. I also, I'm just going to be honest, I had nobody else offer for this class. At least I don't think I did. So this guy stepped up to the plate and is actually going to show us all of the ins and outs of this class that I've heard a lot of people think is very simple, but actually is not simple at all. I'm going to give you guys one more hint. This next class is originally, when I first started playing the game, something that the Maplestory community told me to look into because of what I said I was interested in. Now, what I said I was interested in is the first thing that I always try to play in any game ever, because I think that these creatures are really cool. I'm a big dragon fan, guys. I'm a big dragon fan. Yeah, you got it. Okay, our next guest, here to talk about Evan, everyone's favorite little dragon tamer, is FLERR. Hello?
Hello?
FLERR. Is that how everyone knows you?
Yeah, I think so.
FLERR. As soon as I said your name, a lot of people started saying FLERR in chat, so I just assumed that, like, yeah. Is that your character name?
Yeah, that's my IGN.
Ah, yeah, that'll do it. Yo, look at that. He's got a pet dragon. Chills. Chills. Alright, so let's start this off by, I'm gonna get you to just... Oh, now we can see the dragon. You know, even bigger chills.
Yep.
I'm gonna get you to showcase some sort of, like, I don't know, selling point on Evan. Something that you think is really cool about this class. You can explain it. You can not explain it. Completely up to you.
Yep. So I had to think about this one a little bit, but I think something really unique about this class is, like, most of your burst is something you place down. So because of that, you can actually do something like, and let's hope this goes as expected.
Damn. Wait, the boss is HP.
And he's dead.
Oh, hell no.
So that's something pretty cool. There's, like, unique use cases for it in, like, certain bosses, but I know you haven't progged one of them yet, so no spoilers. But
yeah, okay. Appreciate that. I think the unique case is that I'm a bitch and I like to hide in the corner, but also deal damage. So, sold.
you actually lose a lot of damage if you do that, but it's something you can do.
It's still some damage. It's still better than nothing. Like a lot of classes, if I hide in the corner, I do nothing.
Yeah. Yep.
That's okay. Pretty cool. He just killed the boss that wasn't even on his screen. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, let's get this started then. Before we start talking about Evan, why don't you give us your Maplestory background?
Yeah, sure. So, I started playing when I was, like, really young because I had older siblings that I don't really know how they started, but they started and I was like, oh, I want to play too. So I started back, actually, it was either during the last part of the beta for GMS or, like, right when beta ended. So it's pretty funny because this account is the same account, so it's actually 20 years old.
Damn.
But
older than some of the people in chat. God damn.
Maybe, yeah. I started playing, like, when I was really young, so it kind of just stuck with me, and it was always, like, my on and off game. So when I had a bunch of free time, I'd play the game until I got burnt out, swap to something else, and then, oh, Maple sounds like it could be fun again, and then consistently doing that. But then like I eventually got pretty busy with like IRL stuff, so just kind of cold turkey quit. And then I came back in Destiny. I think it was summer 2022. And then I started playing like really consistently ever since. I had this character made, like I played Reboot when it first came out with a group of friends.
Mhm.
So it's actually, this character is really old, and I kind of quit at like the best time possible because I got all the legacy gear. And when I came back, they didn't release anything that they didn't re-release. So yeah,
You got
so
a
I played
potable
seriously
badge?
in 2022. I do have a potable badge. I had three actually, but they are no longer here.
This fucking guy. Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Yeah, I just started grinding the game like crazy ever since Destiny, and then like kind of worked my way up to, I think the first boss where I was kind of on pace with everyone else for clearing was Sea Kalos.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was probably like fourth-ish Evan to clear Sea Kalos. And then like ever since then I've been like kind of like your runner-up or third place in like every boss. Because there's one guy who's just way too strong, or someone else does something first. I was the first to solo and Cowling. That's kind of like my most proud achievement.
Okay.
But first Evan, in case I didn't make that clear.
Yeah.
And then like right now I'm just kind of, I say I'm the second strongest gear wise, but that could change like any moment with how Limbo Eternals are right now.
Yeah.
Currently clearing like all of the hardest content in the game, so X-Kalos, Hard Limbo, Extreme Saren, etc.
Okay. I mean, with all that legacy gear, I would hope so. I'm just kidding. All right. Hell yeah. So we got like a real solid old school long-term Evan player. Has this always been your main?
So like yes, it's kind of crazy because I played Evan back in the day before the big remaster in 2016, and it was like pretty bad. It was like I didn't really like it at all. It was pretty basic, didn't have anything cool. But then the remaster in 2016, I was like, oh, I kind of like this class back then. Like maybe I'll give it another shot. Dude, this class was like so cool, so perfect after that I was like, damn, I'm just gonna stick with it no matter what.
Damn. Hell yeah. Okay. Can we I'm gonna go off script a little bit. Can we see your gear now before we show off the class?
Gear now?
Yeah.
Sure.
Let's see it.
So I'm 448 combat power without fams. And then when I summon fams, I'm 528.
Okay.
I'll just go through them real quick, I guess.
Sure. Yeah, okay. God damn.
I think I have friends that always poke fun at me for having like kind of crazy flames. So like this book is kind of crazy. This belt's pretty good. This hat's kind of good. Then
Damn.
some potentials are a little lucky.
Wait, he's got no eye patch, unless.
No, I have no eye patch.
Damn. Unlucky.
And then my fam.
Wait, you're actually a smart player. You're a 21 settler.
Yeah.
Dude, he's a smart player. A rare smart Maplestory player. Holy cow.
I think basically as soon as the 30-star update dropped in KMS, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna settle at 21 on everything.
Yeah. I mean, that's a smart play. I'm a
22 isn't
21
done,
settler.
So... yeah, it's good.
Yep, I like that. All right. Damn. I kind of want to see you like do a boss at some point. Maybe we'll get you to do one at the end if there's no chance to do it during this. Cuz I want to see I want to see the damage of Evan and yeah. Especially in this gear.
It's all right. It's okay.
Yeah, I heard it's actually pretty good when you're like actually good at the class. So, anyway, let's just get into it. Let's start talking about it. So, if you first want to talk about your burst damage, what the skills look like, maybe what your skill sequence is, whether or not you're 2-minute or 3-minute cooldown. I actually don't even know.
Sure. It's kind of, I mean, like everything on this class is like kind of complicated. So,
okay.
First thing I'll start with saying is the burst looks huge. I did kill BM just now with it, but it's pretty weak. Like,
okay.
It's probably like one of the worst in the game. It looks cool though.
Okay.
So. Okay, so all you really have is this skill. This skill is your burst, Elemental Radiance, and it's on a 3-minute cooldown. But when we play in solo, we actually play as a 2-minute class with this being treated as a mini burst because its damage contribution is so low.
Okay.
So this is what the burst looks like. Just. So that was a 3-minute. I forgot to origin because I was like, yeah.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Didn't really see it, but yeah. So it goes off in the background, and you can place it down. So wherever you summon it, it'll just keep doing damage from there, which is why I was able to just run away from BM and do damage.
But
it's really weak. Most of your damage is actually made up of your off burst. It's really weak. Like I wish I could. Like it's really bad, man.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what happened there?
Okay, yeah. Let me try and explain how this skill actually works.
Yeah, sure.
So, this is gonna kind of go into like how Evan actually works, but Elemental Radiance is like a skill. You put it down, and it's like that pentacle in the sky, and then you have to use certain elements that Evan has to like charge it up. So there are 3 like main elements that Evan has, which is fire, thunder, and earth, and wind actually. So there's 4, I guess. But when you use like this dragon breath, it counts as like 3 charges, and then when you use like a wind circle, it counts as 3. So every element counts as 3 charges, and you have to charge the skill up to 25.
Okay.
And that's when it starts doing damage. So because of that, what we do is like a bunch of animation cancels to make them go off really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like this. So long story short, you put Radiance up, you do your combo, and I think everyone actually does it a little differently because there's like leeway on how you can do it because you just have to get it up to 25.
And
it starts doing damage.
And every skill is 3 stacks?
Pretty much, yeah. So this will be 3.
Yeah.
This will be... I used the skill and it combined with Mirror skill to use like a different one. So that was actually 9.
Oh, okay.
And on return, there's this like floor fire that... which counts as another 3. And then this skill was another 3. And this skill was another 6 because I used Earth.
Okay.
And then you basically finish off with this mini burst skill.
Giant dragon.
Yeah.
Okay. And then that would be 25. And then the other thing would start doing damage.
Pretty much, yeah. Like you want to overshoot it so that you don't really have to time it for optimal damage. Like you just want to get that off right away so you don't delay your burst.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so it's back up, so I guess I could show it with Origin. It's actually a nice thing about Evan's Origin which is I guess part of its burst, is it's really fast. So you can actually do your same combo as your 3-minute, but you just press Origin in the middle of it. And it doesn't like, other classes will lose damage because of it, but Evan's like fits perfectly. So I can just do it again. Oh, I got the bug.
The bug where we're skipping frames?
Yeah, that's actually a bug.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is like unintended. I hope this wouldn't show up, but every so and so, if you use Evan Origin, like sometimes your frames just drop to like 1.
Okay. And that's a bug, not a potato PC issue. Just
No,
making sure.
I don't have. Yeah. I don't have a potato PC.
Okay,
I
okay,
promise.
okay. Just checking. And that only lasts like for the duration of the Origin, yeah? It goes back to normal after?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so does the Origin do anything other than just damage? Like, does it add stacks for your other burst skill?
So you can actually just use the Origin to charge this up.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Origin adds 24.
Oh, okay.
And then you can use like a mirror skill. Like you can have him do something while Origin is going off, which will like fill in the other like one. So
yeah.
So it'll work out. The unfortunate thing about our Origin, which also contributes to why our burst is so bad, is that it lasts 45 seconds.
Uh-huh.
So the damage is like, in the initial hit, it's like 26% of the full Origin damage.
Okay.
So most of your stuff is actually going off like after all the binds are over, after your Oz ring, after your AB. So it's actually like a DPM Origin.
Okay. So do you run Cont just all the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I boss, most of the time I run Cont. Like there are very specific situations where I'll roar, but even in Excalos, I run continuous ring.
Okay. Okay. So overall then, what would you rank your burst damage in terms of performance?
I would honestly just give it a D. It's pretty low. Like even back when I think others were doing data collection on burst, like Evan was consistently in like the bottom 10, I'd say.
Okay. Unlucky. But that's okay, because surely it's going to make up for it in the next section when we talk about the off burst, the DPM.
Yeah, so the off burst, it's actually quite good.
Uh-huh.
But it's not the easiest thing to pull off because it's like...
So I've heard.
You have a lot of inputs to do, and you have decisions to make as you're DPMing.
Okay.
So let me quickly turn on Green Pot. Okay, so most of Evan's DPM revolves around you keeping this skill up, which lasts 7 seconds. And then you will be using skills yourself, and then you will be sending Mir out to do skills as you do that.
Okay.
So it just looks like something like this, where you have to keep this skill up, you have to keep attacking yourself, and as you're attacking yourself, you have to rotate between these 3 skills that send Mir out.
Okay.
And as you're sending Mir out, you actually have to press another input to make it do like that thunder circle you just saw. So if you look at my keyboard, you can see I'll press like 3 skills, and then this will go off, like 3 buttons. So you just keep rotating through those.
Oh, I don't know what I'm watching. This is crazy. So
Yeah, I think,
all right.
I guess like a simple explanation I have for how Mir works is like, if you played League before, the champion Orianna, she has her Q that like you send the ball out and then you press W to do damage with it.
Uh-huh.
Mir is kind of like that. You send him out, and then you press a different skill that causes him to do damage.
Okay.
But then you have 3 of them. So send Mirror out, combine with him to do damage, return. That's like Oriana's E. So
Yep.
it's a cycle of sending him out, doing damage, returning him.
Okay.
And the return is actually an animation cancel. So that's why it looks like kind of crazy.
Oh my god, okay. Okay, I'm watching your keyboard light up. So there was like, there's 6 buttons that you're pressing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So it's like, this is the Evan skill. That's 1.
Yep, okay.
And then there's 3 mirror skills that like send him out. And those are all like separate keys.
So wait, so one of them you send him out and the other 2 you use to like, are like skills that he casts? Or whatever?
All 3 of them send him out.
Okay, and you just chain all 3 of them back to back to back?
Yeah, but they react with like a different skill.
Okay.
So Dragon Flash, this is a send mirror out skill.
Uh-huh.
It reacts with wind and thunder. So this will be like Oriana Q, W, and then E, return.
Okay.
And then you have the same like system with every one of the 3. So Dragon Dive, send mirror out, react with Earth, do damage, and then return.
Okay, wait, what do you mean react to the Earth? What's the Earth? Are you using like an Earth spell?
Yeah, so there's an Evan skill I'm using, which is called Earth Circle.
Okay.
And it just looks like this.
Yeah.
So when you use skills like that while Mir is out, it'll react and then he'll do something different.
So
those are our fusion skills.
So you as like the dragon tamer, as the mage, you have like one like base skill that has like no element to it or like doesn't have like a reaction. And then you have other spells that have elements to them that the dragon will react to with his different skills.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. I'm following.
Right, okay. So that's your DPM. That's your basic like DPM.
Yes.
And it gets a little more complicated because we are a CD skip class.
Okay.
And each of them does like a different amount of damage. So if it resets, you want to reuse it to do more damage than the other ones.
Yep. It's like a priority system.
Yeah, priority system, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
And every time this skill comes up, Elemental Barrage, this is like our mini burst. It's up every like 40-ish seconds. It looks like this. So you want to be using this every time it's up while maintaining these like fusions.
Uh-huh.
And then all your like everything will come back up when you need to burst at the 3 and 6 minute mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
simple, right?
So all right, I'm going to try to clarify. So mirror skills have cooldowns that can skip.
Yes.
You have elemental spells that you can use while you're using certain mirror skills to like empower his skills.
Yeah.
Your elemental skills don't have cooldowns?
They do not.
Okay. Okay. So you're weaving your own magic, your like base magic skill in between Mir's skills while you're also chaining your own other... Okay, so wait, how many buttons are you pressing? How many different like actual skills do you have in a normal like DPM rotation?
Okay, we can just see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8. 8 excluding like mini bursts.
Okay. Oh my god, bro! I'm trying so hard to follow. This is crazy. This is way more complicated than I thought it was.
It's pretty. There's a learning curve, 100%.
Yeah.
So you have to maintain that like DPM cycling.
Yep.
While maintaining like a relative distance to the boss at all times.
Yep.
Otherwise, you just lose damage.
Yeah.
So like another interesting thing about Evan is like, for example, this Thunder Flash skill, it hits like 5 times, right?
Uh-huh.
But the hitbox on it is actually not the whole circle. So if I were to attack like way too close to the boss like this, you get 1 hit, 2 hit, 3 instead of 5.
Ah, okay.
So your damage is actually like dictated by your positioning relative to the boss. So you always stand something like this distance away, and you just press a ton of buttons.
Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, I'm following for now, but we're gonna come back to this. I need a second to process.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna come back to this. For now, can you give me a ranking on how you think the off burst performs, like how your DPM is compared to other classes?
Yeah. I think as of M3, M4, we didn't actually get too much of a boost compared to like some other classes. I think one really good comparison is like compared to Lumi, where just like worse. So right now I would put Lumi at S, which would put Evan around A.
Okay.
I think it's like pretty solid, pretty good. Like if it wasn't good, then we just wouldn't have damage because the burst is so bad.
Okay. Okay. And for anyone who has like specific questions about any of the like nuances of the class, we can get into it like a little bit later as well. So we'll come back to this stuff.
Yeah, we can come back.
Okay. For now, let's move on. Let's talk about your mobility on this class.
Okay. Evan mobility is actually like pretty good. I think the class that was on here like before was BAM.
Yep.
We're kind of just like Walmart BAM.
Damn, okay.
So we have like an air TP like them.
Uh-huh.
But it's only 1.
Yep.
And we can only use it after our up jump.
Okay.
So that actually saves us in a lot of situations where like other mages, like explorer mages, wouldn't be able to survive.
For sure.
And honestly, that's about it. We have the air TP, but I think it's so like versatile that it's like pretty good.
Okay.
There is also, I guess, this kind of ties into survivability, but we have an iframe that we can move during.
Okay.
Which is this. Like as we're on here, it's just we're iframe.
Yo, you can ride the dragon. What's the cooldown on that?
The cooldown on it actually depends on how long you stay on there for.
Yo, chills. Okay.
So at minimum, it's like 60 seconds after like a bunch of cooldown reductions.
Okay.
And then at max, it's like 4 minutes if you're there the whole time. It's up to 10 seconds actually.
Yo, 10 seconds of flying. That's sick. I think.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good. Like as random, like more random use cases where you're like, oh, I can just skip this boss mechanic.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I like that. So you've got a TP, a normal base TP. You have a TP you can use in the air. It's the same skill, I assume. You can just use it in the air. Yeah. Yep. Can you TP up off the ground, like without a?
No, we cannot actually.
Okay. Okay.
But you can like input an up jump and then TP up really quickly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good enough. Almost.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
It's pretty close. Okay, that's cool. And then you have like kind of a flight form that's also an iframe.
Yes.
Okay. And that's it. No other little secrets up your sleeve?
Mobility wise, I'd say no. That's
No?
about it.
Okay.
You do like a lot of walking, and you can't attack in the air, so you do have to stay grounded. So
Yeah. Okay. So what would you rank? What would you rank the mobility on the class overall?
I think it's like an A.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the air TP is like so good.
Yeah. You can go in any 4 directions, right, while you're in the air.
Yeah. You can also like blink and then TP afterwards.
If you get like, this is a very like just random specific example, but if you get slapped like to go flying backwards in Vihilla, can you like TP down to just stop your momentum?
You
Like
can, but
yeah.
I think that's not specifically because of having like you can just TP down for it.
Oh yeah, on like most TP classes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Just checking. Okay. Cool. All right, let's talk about the survivability then. So
Yeah.
what do you have in the kit that would allow you to stand in bad stuff a little bit more than, you know, maybe you would normally want to? Healing, shielding, iframes, damage reduction, door, anything like that.
So we have E-form.
Okay.
We have the modular iframe.
Uh-huh.
And that's it.
Oh. Okay.
But if you use Dragon Master, which is like the iframe, for like the minimum duration, it's like a 1 second iframe for on a minute cooldown, and then E-form is like kind of the same. So you almost have an iframe up every 30 seconds.
Okay.
So it's pretty solid, I think.
Okay.
E-form lets you like cheese a lot of things that you normally shouldn't. So having Dragon Master on top of that, I think it's pretty good. But there's like no self door, there's no healing, no like super stance or anything like that. So
oh, you have Freud's too? You're one of the
we do
Freud's
have
classes.
Freud's.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I see the shortest duration that you ride the dragon for the iframe?
Yeah.
Oh, that's quick. Okay.
Yeah, but once you get off, your iframe for a second.
Yeah,
actually,
like lingers for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad, honestly. That's not too bad. Is that like for the most part what you use it for? You're just using that for the iframe?
Yeah. You can actually get on and like do damage, but it does like nothing. So
I saw someone in chat say that. That's a bummer. Would have been so cool to ride the dragon and do giga damage, but I guess if it's your iframe, you don't really want it to do damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So two iframes and Freud's, more or less. What would you rank your survivability?
It's like somewhere around like B or A.
Okay.
I think it depends how much you weigh like Freud's, because the iframe's so long unless you skip a bunch of crazy things.
Yeah.
I guess like personally I just put it at A.
Okay. Yeah, Freud's is kind of crazy if you like know how to use it properly. I haven't played a Freud's class yet, so I haven't had the pleasure of like dying right before you get your final stack, but I've heard it sucks.
It does suck, yeah.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk about your rotation again. So I say move on, but we're actually going to go backwards.
Okay.
Okay, so to recap, your burst. I don't want to talk about your burst yet. I have to think about that. Your regular DPM, when you're doing most of your damage, you have 8 skills that do damage in your normal rotation.
It's not that they all do. Let's just say for the sake of like making it easy, they all do damage. Like you have to press all 8 of them.
Yeah. Okay. 3 of those are Mir's skills with cooldowns.
Yep.
Another 3 are like your elemental spells that you like weave with Mir's, or that you like combo with Mir.
Pretty much.
And his attacks. Okay. Then one of them is your like basic attack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then wait, what's the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
The
4,
last
5,
one
6,
is bringing Mir back from
oh, the recall.
from this.
Okay.
Recall,
right,
yeah.
right. Got it. Okay. Okay. I'm following. I got it now. It makes sense. Okay, so when we talk about the burst, your burst is locked behind one skill. Well, not locked behind, but mostly behind one skill that after you use it, you're basically trying to like combo a bunch of different skills to like generate stacks so that it deals damage.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Simply put. Okay.
Simply put.
Can you show us a full rotation? Okay, wait, hold on. I'm trying to look at your keybinds. G, T, W. What's the one beside that? Minus. And then underneath you got 4, shift, page down, delete. I can't follow that. Okay.
Yeah.
I can't follow that. All right, I'm not going to look at that thing. Let's just get you to go through an origin burst. Maybe just like talk about what you're doing while you're doing it. You can turn. Do you think it would help if you turned off animations?
I think it might actually.
Yeah. Okay. Or even just like turn them down like a ton, but you can turn them off completely if you want. If we can get you to go through an origin burst, actually, let's do a non-origin burst because the origin almost. You said the origin almost like completely just like fully stacks your burst skill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's do a non-origin burst, and then let's just see you like rotate out of the origin burst into a normal like DPM rotation for a little while. And if you could just like talk about it while you're doing it, then yeah, see if I can follow.
Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is like I'm gonna buff up and use like put this up into the sky. As far as like skill sequencing, we actually have like very little.
Okay.
So I'm gonna buff up, put that in the sky. I'm gonna do like every Evan will find
Wait,
like their own combo to do.
Hold. Someone asked
Yeah,
if you could start a BA before you pop it too.
Sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Wait, how long am I gonna be running this for?
I don't know. Whatever you think. Like 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
Okay. So buff up, put that in the sky. Do every Evan finds their own personal combo to trigger like radiance.
Okay.
And then after that's done, I'm just gonna start like cycling between these 3 skills.
Mm-hmm.
And then between mana bursts, I'm gonna be pressing a different key to trigger like mirror to do a different skill afterwards.
Okay.
And I'll be pressing these 2 whenever they're up.
Okay.
Those are the mini burst skills basically. Okay, so I'm just gonna hopefully that makes sense. I'm just gonna start going, see if it
Okay. Yeah.
So the burst is over. Now I'm just gonna go back to using these skills. Like basically everything is off cooldown, and you have to return them after they do a certain number of hits. And every time Spiral of Mana like starts to run low, you have to refresh it.
I don't even know
That
what
was
that
me
is.
repressing the mini burst. It's like there's this turret here.
Okay.
Lasts like 7 seconds, continuously doing damage.
Uh-huh.
It's just another thing you have to keep up while you're doing your DPM.
Okay.
This is your like bread and butter, I'll say. Just cycling between these 2 skills, keeping up Spiral of Mana, and then using these 2 off cooldown. See, that was a CD skip, so I'm just gonna go right back to that one because it was a good one.
Okay.
I guess for people who've never seen Evan play before, you'll like always see them have this like notification on the side for their skills.
Yeah.
Because that's how we tell if we CD skipped or not.
Okay. So which key on your keyboard is the return?
It's S.
S, okay. So you're pressing return before you send out another skill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. That's to cut the previous one out early and start the next one because they have what's the word for it? Like each hit will do less damage than the previous one.
Okay.
It's like front-loaded damage on each of them.
Okay. So you're like just ending the damage early because the last like whatever few frames of damage are not worth waiting to finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. And you can't just like you have to return because you can't just like start another skill. You have to like recall them so you can send them back out.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Damn. Okay. They really made that shit
For this
complicated.
PA. Yes, so like this is our 3-minute skill and it's like 10% of a 3-minute.
Oh.
And this is like it'll be a little less because I stopped it a little early.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like 10%. So it's so weak.
Okay. Okay. So basically you're returning you're just returning kind of like on a timer after a certain amount of like time has passed since the last skill started.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's a little different for each one, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. So that's just something that you kind of have to learn and get used to.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, oh boy. Okay. Well, I think for the most part it makes sense. I probably this feels like something that I think I would have to actually like play to really like understand and get the feel for. Just because there's so many different buttons and like timings and stuff, but I think I like in general I think I understand.
Yeah, pretty much. Like definitely like trying it out yourself is a little easier to understand.
Yeah.
And like the way they teach it to you, like as you level up your Evan, is like they give you Dragon Flash and Wind Circle, which is just 1 and 1. Like
Yeah.
it's just this.
You just combo
as
the two
your,
together.
Like, jump. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And then the next time it's like, oh, you have another one that can combo with a different one.
Yeah.
And so on and so forth. So
Yeah, I think I kind of remember doing some of the combos when I was like leveling mine for the link. I do kind of remember it. I just like obviously when you're actually doing bosses, it's very different than me just running around and like watching him breathe like a spiral flame tornado. Okay, so I'm gonna ask you to rank this class for the section that I call rotation, which kind of means like I want your very biased opinion, don't hold back, on more or less like how much you enjoy the rotation and like the play style of the class.
yeah, it's I mean, for me, 100% biased. It's S. Like nothing else in the game is like the same. I have like other classes that like have a Cadena, which is like kind of similar in like a similar vein, but it doesn't hit the same for me.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so it's S. Like it's so fun. Like once you get the hang of it and you're just like weaving skills,
Yeah.
it feels so good.
And because it's like such a DPM heavy class, it's actually like rewarding to learn how to do all this stuff as opposed to like a really burst heavy class where, you know, you're learning this really complicated rotation for 3 minutes outside of your burst that's doing like peanuts compared to what you do inside your burst.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you play around your like cont procs as well?
So like you're supposed to, but like you're already doing so much. Like
Yeah. And your skills cycle pretty quickly as well, so It feels like waiting probably doesn't make that big of a difference.
Yeah. There's like, you can definitely squeeze damage out of trying to do more during comp procs. Like if you are a more skip heavy, like if you play skip instead of attack speed, there's kind of two different inner abilities you can use. If you increase your chances of skipping, then during comp procs, you want to be like cycling fusions more. So you'll try to squeeze more fusions in during the cont than not. But like I don't really play that style too much. Like I'm just way better at using attack speed +1.
Okay.
And I kind of just let the cont do its own thing.
Okay.
So it is good too, but it doesn't really line up with my playstyle.
Okay. All right, let's move on. Let's talk. Oh God, what did I just do? Let's talk about your the difficulty of the class. So, I mean, my mind's already blown, but what do you think is the hardest part in picking up Evan as a new player, whether that's to Maple or just to the class?
I think the hardest part, like, of course, like, just now you're like, what the hell is going on? Like, the first thing is, like, there's already, like, a knowledge that you have to know what all the skills do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just not, like, going to play it correctly.
Yeah.
So you have to know, like, I have to use this skill, then Mana Burst, and then I have to use this skill, and then Mana Burst again, and I have to use this skill, and then Mana Burst again.
Yeah.
So you have to already know to use those specific skills, too, because it's not like you start playing the class and you know Thunder, like Dragon Flash reacts with these two elements, Dragon Dive reacts with these two elements. So there's the knowledge issue, and then there's also like your keyboard space. You have to remember to press like all the buttons. And then there's also like you have to micromanage like a lot, because on top of like the knowledge thing, you have to keep this skill up, which is a pretty big part of our damage, like 13%. Every 7 seconds. So it's like, it's very demanding for your head. Like you just have to use brain power. Like you have to process so much. And then there's also like, the inputs aren't easy to do either, right? Like you have to press so many buttons.
Yeah.
So the barrier of entry for this class is just like really high.
Yeah.
It just all around, I think. In terms of how actually difficult it is to pilot after you get over that, it's not too bad. You just have to get used to everything. But there's like, the difficulty of the class is in keeping your position correct, recalling after the right amount of hits, making sure this skill doesn't miss, because if it misses, you just lose 20 FD for 10 seconds.
Okay.
So I think...
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's a lot. It's just a lot.
There's a lot of
overall
stuff to get over, like, initially.
Mm-hmm.
In order to play it, like, decently or well.
Yeah. Yeah, and then even, like, once you get used to that, all of that, you're like, oh, but I want to min-max, like, my inputs. I want to make sure I input my skips properly. I want to make sure, like, this is on time, like, stuff like that. Like, min-maxing the damage is also, like, another challenge in itself.
Yeah. What do you think, if you had to guess, what do you think the difference between like a pro Evan player and like the average, like newer, not even newer, just like the average Evan player is in terms of like damage difference? Like if the pro is doing 100% of damage potential, what do you think like the noob is doing? Or not noob, but like, you know, the average player?
So like if I were to consider myself doing 100%, how much would like a newer player be doing on the class?
Yeah.
Maybe like 50%?
Damn, okay. Like a newer player, okay.
Yeah, 40? I don't know, like somewhere around there, because there's a lot of traps that you have to get used to that like you're gonna lose damage if you don't know to play around it. Like if a boss is gonna teleport, you have to hold your barrage or you're going to lose like 20 FD for 10 seconds. And then if you're a new player who isn't great at positioning against a specific boss. Like in X-Lot, you always have to maintain this distance, but there's so much going on that you're just like, oh my god, and you're over here attacking, and your skills just miss. Like,
yeah. So you have to play a certain range from the boss because of the hit boxes on your skills, or like mirror skills as well. Yeah, that's also crazy. It's also kind of wild. Damn. All right. This shit ain't easy, eh? Okay. I'm gonna go off script a little bit here, and I'm gonna ask you to talk about something because someone in chat is spamming for me to get you to talk about it. And if you think it's not important, or if you think it's actually too much information, then let me know, and I'm just gonna ban this guy. All right.
Okay.
So this guy says, oh god, I don't even know which one of these messages to read. Please talk about cancels and weaving and FD front loading on fusions in the difficulty part.
Okay. It's like this part is like the min-maxy part of like Evan. So like once you understand the bread and butter, like I'll say like the basic comboing is gonna be like you're gonna use a fusion and a skill, and then you're gonna mana burst, and then you're gonna return.
Yep.
And then this and repeat, right?
Yep.
So you have like downtime.
Yep.
But when we talk about weaving, like the way it works is you can, for example, while you're ducked, you can input like the thunder skill, and mirror will still do it.
Okay.
So in a similar way, like while you're using your own basic attack, you can press the other skill and it changes to that one. Like I'm pretty sure, I think I showed that earlier. The difficulty is in like, you can actually, this skill, this basic attack is in 2 parts.
Wait, can you turn the transparency back up so we can see this too?
Yeah. This basic attack skill is in 2 parts. So it goes like 1, 2.
Yeah, okay.
It's quite not easy to see, right?
Yeah.
But you can actually, like, when mirror is out, you can cancel after the first hit and the second will still go through.
Okay.
So it's like invisible, and you get like an extra hit there where you normally wouldn't.
Got it. Yep.
Because as you cancel the first one, you can start another one.
Okay.
So the second hit of the previous basic attack and the first hit of your currently casting basic attack will overlap. And you'll get an extra hit where you normally wouldn't. And that's like the difficult part of Evan, is timing your fusion returns when you're using your mana burst.
To like really maximize your damage.
Yeah.
By like casually just getting more casts off in a shorter time.
Yes.
Got it.
So like you'll notice like there's a very big difference in the number of mana bursts that like different Evans will be able to get out. Mm-hmm. Kind of like how there are other classes that like publicly go like, oh, Shadower should be hitting like this many assassinates in this amount of time. Mm-hmm. Kana should be hitting this many Shikigamis in this amount of time. Like Evans have kind of the same thing. We just don't really talk about it too much.
Okay.
So sometimes when you look at like BAs from other Evans, their mana bursts will actually be like 15%.
Ah, yeah, because they're just not doing it as much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's like the weaving of Evan. It's timing your recalls to animation cancel your basic attack while also sending mirror out to prep for the next one. It's like an infinitely feeding cycle of like animation cancels, pressing buttons in the background and stuff like that.
This shit is actually wild. Okay. Well, how about this? For now, I'm gonna get you to rank the difficulty of the class overall. The difficulty to become like, all right, let's say like not become perfect, but become like above average.
I actually think this is gonna sound a little crazy, despite how like complicated this all seems. But I don't think Evan is like the hardest class in the game.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Like it's definitely not. I personally think Cadena is harder.
Yep.
To become like able to play the class well, it's not that difficult. But I wouldn't say like it's not A. It can't be A. But it can. personally, I would say if Cadena is SS, then this would be S.
Okay.
It's just there's a lot of pitfalls and places where you could be losing damage where other classes won't.
Yep.
And you have to put in way more effort to do damage that other classes are probably not putting as much effort in to do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm down to give this an S, I think.
Yeah, it's probably an S. It's probably an S.
I'm down to give this an S.
It's at least in the same tier as like Cadena Blaster Kali.
Which is wild because no one talks about this class like openly. This isn't like when you think of like, oh, there's wait till you play the hard classes in Maplestory. Like nobody ever says Evan. But like I'm gonna be real, this shit looks hard.
I think it's like we kind of. I mean, even I also kind of like to keep to myself a lot of the times. Like this,
Yeah.
It might be one of the first times I've gone on like anyone's stream for anything like this. So
Yeah. Damn. We got him, guys. Yeah. I don't know, dude. I honestly like I'm very interested in like getting my hands on an Evan to actually like try to figure this out for it to make more sense. Because you explain it so nonchalant and you perform it so like just chill. Like it does. I really just, it just feels like you're just chilling. Like you're not sweating at all while you're doing this. That makes me think that like it's not actually that sweaty, like that difficult. But at the same time, like as a new player who actually does play combo classes, I am just watching your inputs and I'm like, there's actually so much going on.
I think it's just at this point, like
it's probably a lot of like muscle
like,
memory, right? Like once you learn the combo, you're just like, oh, I'm never gonna like I see this skill come up, and you're never gonna press that one skill by itself. You're like in your head, it's like I'm pressing W then Q, and then 2 seconds later I'm recalling S. But like in between, I'm pressing whatever else. And it's probably just
it's definitely like that.
But it's just like it's just a lot of buttons that I think, you probably just have to get your hands on it and play it for it to like really start to make sense. On paper, it looks way more complicated, I think, than it probably ends up being once you've given it like, a couple hours of practice.
It's probably more than a couple hours.
Well, I mean, okay, not to perfect it, but like a couple hours of practice to be like, okay, I know what skills, like I know what keys I'm pressing together when I go to press them.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. But no, it's not. Yeah. Just based on what I've seen and what I've heard, like this isn't something that you're mastering in a couple hours.
No.
And then when you think about having to like do all of that in an actual boss fight while maintaining this like very specific range from the boss as well, I think is like a big thing that also contributes to its difficulty.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. enough scaring off all the future Evan players. Let's move on. Let's talk about what kind of support you bring to a party.
Yeah. So Evan is actually like, ever since the big FD nerf a while ago, Evan's actually like in a really good spot in parties for the most part. Like we give this skill, Dragon Flash. It's like one of the mirror skills. When you recall it, it actually applies a debuff to the enemy. This is 10 FD for mages.
Whoa! What? Okay.
Yeah, so that's 10 FD for mages. It only applies to mages, but most parties will have like a bishop, so you're at least buffing the bishop. You also have this skill, Dragon Dive. When you return it, there's a buff up here. It gives you +1 attack speed.
Okay.
So that's basically it for your like support skills.
Wait, it gives everyone in your party attack speed?
Everyone gets +1 attack speed.
Oh, okay.
And because you cycle through these skills like every 5 seconds, these are 100% uptime. So in like specific parties where, let's say you only have mages, you are like equal to a second bishop in the party in terms of like damage. But if there's like, you know, a couple non-mages there, then like your support is like kind of worse.
Yeah.
So in specific scenarios where like you only have mages in the party, you're giving the same damage buff as a bishop, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
But when there's like not all mages, it's less, and your personal damage actually kind of suffers in parties.
Wait.
What?
But
so like when you play with a 2-minute party, you're using Radiance off cooldown with no bind, so it could just whiff.
Oh yeah, okay.
When you play with a 3-minute party, you are waiting for Heroic and Goddess to come back up at the 3-minute mark instead of 2 minutes.
Okay.
So you lose a little bit of damage there as well.
Okay.
So, in party, I just give it an A. I think in a scenario where you have a full mage party, it's an S.
Okay.
But in general, it's an A.
Situational S. That seems fair.
Situational S, yeah.
That seems fair. And like those problems with like cooldowns and whatever in different parties, that will also be fixed in the 2-minute patch, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll give it an A, situational S. Here, I can do this. Look at that. There we go. Perfect. All right. Well, we'll talk more about the 2-minute changes a little bit later, but for now, let's talk about your Hexa skills, your masteries. What you got going on there, and how do they change the class?
Okay, so for Hexa, I actually think there's a very noticeable change when you unlock M1 and M2.
Okay.
But 3 and 4 are kind of like, they don't change too much. They kind of just feel like extra damage.
Okay.
There's also this skill that it changes how you play the class a lot because it reduces the cooldown of Elemental Barrage.
Oh, okay. Wait, does it reduce the cooldown all the way to 40 seconds upon unlock, or do you have, like, does it go up as you level it, or I guess down?
Yeah, so it reduces the cooldown more as you level it.
Okay.
So the base cooldown is 60 seconds, but when you get this to level 25, it reduces to 40, and that's when it starts to feel like really good.
Okay.
Which is kind of annoying because level 25 for this is like kind of ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But I can show you like the difference in even the hitbox for a mana burst. Like it looks really big right now. That's because it's the Hexa version.
Yeah.
But if you take this off, look at that. Like it doesn't even reach, right? So
okay.
Like you'll have maps where this is hitting like 1 plat, but then the Hexa version is triple platting.
All right.
Let's see, M2 is it looks like this, like non-Hexa.
Uh-huh.
And shooting like 3 blades out, I believe. Yeah, it's 3. When you unlock Mastery 2, it upgrades to 4. And like, I don't think the range it covers is actually bigger, but the extra wind blade is like so much better for farming.
Yeah, okay.
The rest of it, like, these are just damage increases, these are damage increases. So really, like, your gameplay changes with M1, M2, and reducing the cooldown of this skill.
Uh-huh, okay. So what would you say overall is like the need for someone to play this class as a 6th job with stuff unlocked?
The problem with like, so this skill needs to be like 17 or 25 to be like useful.
Yeah.
But everything else is like way more efficient to upgrade for like
for
so
damage?
long until you get this.
Okay.
Yeah, for damage. So like Evan is probably one of the most like frag hungry classes in the game because everything in our BA is like 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%.
Yeah, so you got to level up like a lot of stuff.
So you do have to level like everything.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Do you know like what the value is in terms of damage increase for like just unlocking your masteries level 1?
It's really not too much, I think.
Okay. It's just like the quality of life and the hitbox changes and stuff that make it more valuable. Okay. Okay. So if you had to like rank then this, like the need for 6th job to like really give Evan a try. For someone like me who's a noob and like actually maybe wants to play classes, but I don't have like, you know, infinite hyper burns, or I don't have the patience to like grind out characters to 260.
I think you can still get like the gist of the class without Hexa, like for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You can still do all the fusions and all the animation cancels and stuff like that. It's really just like the quality of life from Hexa. Sorry, is this category for like how important it is for your damage, or just like how important it is to get a feel for the class?
Yeah, like a little bit of both. Like if the damage is like because some classes don't actually change the way that it plays or the way it feels, but like just unlocking masteries are like insane damage gain for some classes, right? So it's like a little bit of both.
I think it's like really important, to be honest.
Yeah, okay.
Because you have when mana burst is like bigger, you can like way more comfortably play at this like range. Where all your fusions will hit.
Okay.
So it's like extremely important.
Okay.
You can get the gist of it, but like as you saw earlier, like mana burst didn't reach, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah. All right.
I'd put it at like S.
Okay. All right. And the origin is a bunch of like backloaded damage too, right? So.
Yep. It's just DPM. It's like nothing special really.
Is your origin a lot of like, assuming that you hit the whole thing, is your origin like a lot of damage? Do you know? So in a full BA, like a full 6-minute BA, it's like 8% of our damage. Okay.
So it's like kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Someone said it's just a second bind. That's crazy.
That's kind of right, though.
That is crazy. Okay. All right. Noted. All right. Let's... I put a number on that, a letter on that, right? I think I did. Let's talk about your farming. So what's farming like when you don't have, you know, infinite Janus orbs?
Yeah. So this is with Fountain though, right?
Yeah. Of course.
Okay. So it's actually really good. You have 2 skills, 2 fusions that are like they have very big ranges that they cover, as long as you have the damage for it. So, I guess like this map, hopefully, yeah, there's no one here. So, with Hexa Wind Flash, I'm pretty sure like you could just drop it right here, and it'll just clear everything on the map, like everything on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So this whole area is covered by that, and then you have a 30-second summon. That's this like floor fire. And as long as you have the damage for it, I think if you kill in like 6 ticks, then it'll just clear this area.
Okay.
You have this spiral, 7-second cooldown. So if you refresh it on every wave, it's 100% uptime.
Okay.
So you can do things like put that there, have the floor fire here, spiral here, and then like fountain up here or something.
Okay.
And then you can basically farm like any map. There's also Earth Breath, which is like this one, which also has crazy range. So most of your farming, even without Janus, you can just rotate between Wind Flash and Earth Breath.
All right.
Like you don't really need to move too much either. So I think it's pretty good.
Okay. I mean, you do. It's still one of those classes where you have to press buttons like every wave, pretty much. There's no like true AFK, like lazy.
Yeah. Until you get Janus, it's you do have to press buttons every wave. But I think like you could probably farm any map in the game if you're willing to press like buttons.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what about with like Janus with like one orb or just with Dusk? Would you just use like if you just had Janus 1, would you just use Dusk to like help clean stuff up?
I think you can actually I would still use Dawn.
Okay.
Just because when you cut off like certain areas of the map, it just means you move less and press fewer buttons.
Yeah, okay.
And Dusk doesn't like unless you there's like a specific thing with Wind Flash where the skill is actually pretty weak. You'll find that like unless your training gear is pretty good, you might end up like two-shotting mobs. So then if Dusk procs, it might just hit the mob that it was already going to kill.
Yeah.
So your rates kind of go down.
Okay.
So I would just like put Dawn in one area, put Fountain in another, refresh your summons, and then you just have to press this once per wave.
Okay. Alright, so it's a little active, but it's not terrible. You don't have to like jump and do some crazy like box jump thing around the entire map.
No, definitely not. I think most of your rotations are just gonna look like you refresh this and then you press this.
Yeah. On smaller maps,
And then
which like
yeah, and then you do the same on next wave.
yeah. If people are trying to be lazy, they can be lazy.
Yeah, as you level Janus, you just press fewer buttons. Eventually it just boils down to like you could probably just hold this down.
Yeah.
And then Janus takes care of the rest.
Okay. Alright, so without Janus in mind then, or like with Janus level 1, what would you rank the farming on the class?
I think it's still S. You really don't have to move too much. So it's just refreshing summons and then pressing 2 buttons per wave maybe. 2 to 4 maybe.
Guys, should I tell him?
Wait, is that a lot?
There's a surprising number of classes that can press 1 button per minute without Janus. And then full AFK good. For a minute.
It's okay. We can farm any map. It's all good.
4 buttons per wave is actually like kind of wild compared to a lot of the stuff that we've seen. I can respect your wishes and give it an S, but hey guys, make sure you vote for this one, okay? Because we need to make sure that all the future Evan players go in here with like they know what's going on. All right. He said S.
It's good, guys. Trust me.
He said S.
2 buttons.
High mobbing damage requirement. Wait, is that also true?
That is also true. Like what I mentioned earlier, like Wind Flash is pretty weak. That's why you can't really use Dusk early on. You have to use Dawn. It's like not as bad anymore because you have like 100% uptime G skills and you can buy like Serams. But that definitely was a problem before.
Damn. Are you sure you want to keep this as an S? My finger slipped. I put C by accident.
You can put an A. Isn't the ability to like farm any map like pretty good? Like on Rune Day, would you rather be like, oh, I don't have a map so I can't farm?
Well, I think the problem is that like I think like a lot of this like interview series is catering more towards like new players or like people playing alts or whatever who would only be farming on like lower stuff for a really long time. I think by the time you get to a map where you either need to fight for it or like is great to farm when you have Janus orbs available, then it's like it doesn't matter because every class is going to be great by then, you know? Maybe not all of them, but
we can go to B.
All right, I respect that. I respect that. Dude, he's sticking to his guns, guys. He just wants more Evan players. We can yeah, B I can work with. B I can work with. That's fine. All right. Let's talk about your animations. So, if you could maybe first take off all your boost nodes so we can see what all of the different skills look like without masteries. And then if you want to put them back on and just show them off. Wait, can you show off, because you have all the combos, can you show off the skills like one at a time without comboing, and then also what they look like when you do combo them? Like, I want to see all of the animations for the class.
Yeah. Okay, so without Hexa, right? This is what we got, a baby Manaverse here.
Yep.
And then Dragon Flash looks like this. This is what the like one major combo is.
Okay.
And then this is another one.
So that one is... Wait, what are the two skills that you use to combo that one?
I use Dragon Dive and Earth Circle.
Okay. Wait, can I see Dragon Dive and Earth Circle on their own?
Yeah, this is Earth Circle.
Okay.
This is Dragon Dive.
Oh, he just goes and baby rages into the ground. Okay.
Yep. And then when they combine, it's that.
Okay, cool.
And then your other major skill is going to be Wind Breath, which is Dragon Breath plus Wind Circle.
Okay. That one I've seen before. That one I used.
And then we can go like the second set. So this is going to be like Wind Flash. And then there's Thunder Circle, which is usable with Earth Dive as well, but this skill sucks.
Okay.
And then you can also use Earth Circle with Dragon Breath.
Yo! Okay, that was kind of cool.
And then should I put on the notes for the better versions now?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, we'll go hopefully in the same order. Here's Dragon Flash. It's kind of the same. This is the new Thunder Flash.
I mean, it definitely looks way better.
And then this is Earth Circle.
Uh-huh.
This is Dragon Dive with Earth Circle.
Sick.
Then Dragon Breath with Wind Circle.
Sick. Fire Tornado.
And then this second set, which is this with Wind Circle.
Uh-huh. That one's cool.
And the useless skill, Thunder Dive.
Wait, it looks really cool, though. Too bad it's useless.
Well, it has one use. Dojo.
Okay.
And then last one is Earth Breath.
Yo. That was cool. The whole dragon caught on fire at the top of the pillar.
Yup.
That's sick. All right, and then let's see some of the other animations real quick. So let's see like the cooldowns. You got that big Wait, can I see the your like 3-minute cooldown? Is there a way to show off what it looks like by itself?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ah. Damn, that was actually kind of cool.
It's pretty cool.
I like that rainbow beam that just sat there and just nuked the boss for a while. That was really cool. Okay, and then can we see the big dragon?
Yeah. So it's 2 of your 5th job skills, which is this and then this.
Dude, dragons are so cool. Okay, and then one last time, can we see the origin?
Yep.
Damn.
Like,
So,
as you
so he just like
attack, the meteor's slowing down.
he just flies into the atmosphere and then into like a magic portal, and then the portal just like rains a bunch of meteors.
Yep.
That's so sick. It's really cool. It looks sick. I don't care if it doesn't do anything, guys. It looks sick. And it changes the background. Sick. Sick. Are there any other cool animations that you think are notable that you might want to show off?
I think I haven't shown this one yet, which is like when you get on the dragon and then you...
Yeah! But it does no damage, right?
Yeah, it says like 11 bill lines. It's...
Damn! It looks so sick, though! Unlucky.
Yeah.
If they reworked this class and like completely changed the way that it's played, would you still play it just because you love like the theme of it?
No.
No? You like the play style?
Yeah, I like the play style more than I like the theme or aesthetic.
Okay, okay. Well, for your sake then, I will not pray for a rework.
Yeah. I'm also not praying for a rework.
How about instead of a rework, they just give us another dragon riding class that rides the dragon more instead. Deal, guys? Deal. Yeah. That's really cool. Do you ever use Onyx Dragon? What's Onyx Dragon?
So there's a hyper skill that you can just summon another dragon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it also does like no damage. But it gives you a lot of status resistance when you summon it. So
Okay.
like I'll use it when I'm like learning bosses. And I'm getting hit a lot more than usual. But most of the time I just won't. It's like the boss might just move away. I can't reposition him.
Looks sick. Kind of. No, it actually looks really cool. Damn. Okay, so what would you rank the class's animations overall then?
This is like bias.
Yeah,
I
yeah, for
guess.
sure, for sure, for sure.
I'd probably put it at A, to be honest.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think like a lot of the animations feel pretty like there's not too much effort into it, I guess. Like he just kind of baby rages in the ground.
Yeah.
And then for this one he just like slides through. Like he actually has no different frames. Like he just slides through the pen. I don't know. And then the origin is like it's not very flashy, I think. Because most of the time when you play with it like with everything transparent, you actually like can barely tell it went off. Background's like not really noticeable.
Oh.
So yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan.
Okay.
So I just put an A. Like everything is pretty, but there's areas where I think it should be.
Wait, do you have, out of curiosity,
Sure.
do you have a class that you would rank the animations as like an S?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, alright, fair. That class is beautiful.
Yeah.
Like actually just insane. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Valid. Okay. Well, I mean, that pretty much covers it for everything that I originally wanted to talk to you about. I'll let chat ask a couple questions now. So go ahead, get your questions in, guys. Before they get started, what is gonna happen with the class with the 2-minute patch?
Yeah. The 2-minute patch is actually like so crazy for us because like a lot of the changes to other classes where they would change the 3-minute skills to be 2-minute and then scale it like accordingly.
Yep.
But for specifically our like elemental radiance, they changed it to 2-minute, but it has a higher damage percent than like not than now, but what you'd expect. So
Oh, okay.
so instead of being like multiplied by like 0.66,
Yeah.
it's only like 0.8.
Okay.
So this skill gets buffed, so we kind of have a better burst.
Okay.
And then we got a bunch of like other miscellaneous changes that are just like buffs.
Okay.
So it actually, I think the number off the top of my head was like 17 FD or something like that.
Okie dokie.
Okay.
So it's like, it's really big because our cooldowns line up, our skills got buffed, and like everything, what is it? This skill also reduces to a 30-second cooldown, so its relative uptime of the 20 FD buff is higher than it is now, which is a DPM
Makes
buff.
sense, yeah.
So everything gets buffed.
So just a bunch of numbers getting buffed and cooldowns are changing to line up more with like 2 minutes and... Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Do you play with a cooldown hat?
Yes. So there's actually like kind of like a debate, not really, but I use a -2 hat.
Okay.
There's like most people won't reroll if they have like a stat hat. The damage change is like very marginal,
Okay.
but like personally I felt like it was a very like practical damage increase. And then for -4 it's like maybe when the 2-minute changes come it'll be like as good or slightly better than -2.
Oh, okay.
But we'll still have to test in GMS because it's a little different in KMS.
Yeah, because of the attack speed stuff and...
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Another question that the chat was asking is, are you ping reliant?
So there's like very small things that are affected by ping,
Okay.
but it's not like a game changer or anything. So we have this skill called Partners, which is here. So while Mir is using attacks, you gain 20% damage. If you cast like your very first fusion skill of a boss fight, may not get that if you're on high ping,
Okay.
but everything afterwards will.
Okay.
So it's like negligible. Sometimes when returning Mir skills, so I play on like not high ping, but it's not like low ping.
Uh-huh.
And you can see if you're really like quick with your inputs, like I just double return Mir there, right?
Okay.
So sometimes when you try to do your Radiance combo really quickly on high ping, it like won't really register your inputs as you'd expect them to. But all you really have to do is like slow down a little bit.
Okay.
So only very slightly.
Okay. Okay. Well, anyone who's playing this class on ping, you're gonna have to figure that one out. Okay. Somebody said, can you ask him for tips and tricks on how to keep track and maintain Freuds during bossing/weaving?
That one is like, honestly, I don't know if there's a better tip than just practice. Like you just have to make sure you're paying attention to it. Like you know when you're on Freuds and you know when you're not. Like the only thing I could really say is like having the tooltip here.
Yeah.
So it pops up. That helps. It also helps to know like when you see your origin burst is coming up, you're like, okay, I'm gonna be like paying a bit more attention to Freuds during this 3 minutes than the previous one.
Yeah. Okay. Manual or auto magic debris?
Okay. This skill, magic debris, it's like our marks.
Uh-huh.
So like it charges when you use fusions. So you'll see it appear here. It's slowly starting to increase. If you use auto, it'll automatically cast at 10, which it just did. If you use manual, it can go up to 15, which is stronger than 10.
Okay.
You should be using, like, of course, like, optimally, you should be using manual.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should probably switch because Magic Debris got boosted in M4.
Okay.
So it's probably like a 1 FD increase if you swap to manual.
Okay.
But I haven't adjusted yet. I plan to.
Sure. Yeah. So for now he's using auto, but he's gonna swap to be even sweatier and better.
Yes.
Okay. Damn. That's a true Evan main right there. Okay, next question. Do you keybind mana spiral or do you do mana burst plus down key?
I do down key because of muscle memory and lack of keyboard space.
Okay.
Of course, I could like change my muscle memory and like get rid of some keys, but I
Yeah.
think like it's okay as it is now.
Yeah.
But basically, like spiral mana, you can cast it by pressing mana burst, then down mana burst,
Yeah.
or by the keybind, which is like mana burst, then the key itself.
Okay.
It's just preference.
Okay. Okay. Where was the other one? Oh. This answer is probably just a yes, but would you want Nexon to change Evan so you can use skills in the air?
Isn't that just like a straight up buff?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so
I feel like the
probably,
answer
yeah.
is just always yes to that, right? Why would you not?
Yeah.
Why would you not want to be able to press damage skills while your character's in the air?
Yeah, Davian's pretty rough on Evan early
Oh yeah, I bet.
because your burst damage is weak, and you have like 2 skills that can hit him in the air and nothing else.
Yeah.
But both of those skills are weak.
You have to do it with a 0, who just keeps him on the ground forever.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, someone asked if you can show ludicrous speed.
Dude, that skill sucks. So like every mirror skill has like a return effect, right? That's why like earlier when I was talking about the support, it's like, oh, when you return this, you have a attack speed buff. When you turn this, you have the magic attack one.
Yeah.
When you turn the fire one, you get the floor carpet.
Yeah.
Ludicrous speed is the one you get for returning Dragon Slam, but it does like no damage. So like you use it and at the end of it you return and it's just there.
Oh, it's like that green.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can turn the effect up. It's really weak. I wouldn't recommend like trying to TP into the boss to summon it on it. Technically, if you can manage it, it's like a damage increase. I try to do it sometimes, but it's like really.
Okay. Yeah, it does look kind of cool. Looks kind of cool. Okay. I think that's it. A lot of the rest of these questions they're just trying to meme on you. They're asking about your bench. Someone said, how much does he bench?
Dude. I think those are just my friends.
Okay, but like, how much do you bench? I'm just kidding. Okay, well, I have a lot of review to do on this class before I make a decision. There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
I might have to honestly just like, now that I kind of know what the skills do, I might just have to log into my Evan, go do the 5th job quest, unlock my skills, and just go somewhere and just press them and like see if it makes sense, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because I got it. It's 210. It's 210.
Yeah.
Damn. Should we make him do a boss before we get? Would you be comfortable showing
Yeah, I
off
think I
like
can.
you don't have to do like a whole thing, like even a boss that you are just gonna like delete fairly quickly.
Boss I could delete fairly quickly. I mean, I think I'm like already here. I could do X a lot.
Okay.
I don't delete it like quickly though. It's like
Yeah. I mean, okay, sure. So you're saying I should pop another WAP?
well, it's less than 30. I'll tell you that for sure.
Deal. You hear that, guys? Time for another WAP. You too. It's Rune Day after all.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be farming like right after this.
Are you gonna have trouble finding a map? Probably not, because you're like beyond 290.
I think the map that I like to go to will probably be taken,
Oh,
but I'll be able to find a map.
true.
Like
True. S tier farming. You can farm any map.
S tier farming, yeah, I can go anywhere.
All right. Wait. What about animations? Can you turn them up a little bit, or is that gonna completely screw you up?
I can turn them up a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
A bit.
All right. That's the best we can get, guys. Max animations. No, I said that's the best we can get.
Strille peep.
VIP reminder. He's going into practice. Wait, are you going into practice? Or are you doing the real thing?
Yeah, I'm going to practice.
Yeah, he's going into practice, guys.
Yeah, this is something you have to get used to as Evan. You pre-stack Freuds for every boss.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, there's like, Freud's is on what, 5 different classes?
6.
Oh. I don't play any of them. Okay, here comes the origin burst at the beginning. Get ready for chills. Oh, shit. Chills. Yeah, this is really not a burst damage class, is it?
Nope.
Look at the keyboard view, guys. Watch the keyboard. Don't say this is so little. He's doing DPM. It's like actually kind of a lot. Was ludicrous speed, like, did it used to be a good skill, or was it always bad?
No, it's never been good.
Why is everyone so excited for it then?
I have no idea.
Wait, I saw it over there. Or was that the other one? Was that a different green circle?
I might have been ludicrous speed.
Haha. It's the meme skill? Oh. Yo, is that the beam? That's the beam, guys. We're bursting. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know what's happening. Nope, just watch the keyboard. Just watch the keyboard. Just watch the keyboard, guys. I'm following. What's on your D key?
Teleport.
Ah, got it. That makes sense. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Crazy pace. Yeah, the DPM is actually crazy. I like looked away for a second when you started, and then I looked back and it's already like 5% dead.
Yeah.
Okay. Little box step. Oh shit. Chills. It's back. Wait, yeah, I actually can't even see the difference in the background.
Yeah, you can't really tell, right? So.
Wait, I swear every other class that has like a background changing origin isn't affected by skill transparency. Like it actually just full changes the background.
I think so, yeah.
That's weird. Damn, so we're just weaving like crazy, hey? The mirror combos do like kind of a lot of damage. I'm just watching the boss's HP. It's like you can actually kind of see it like chunk down a little bit compared to when you're not sending the combos.
Yeah, I think they, like their lines are actually like really high.
Yeah. He's pumping, guys. We're going to be in P3 with more than 20 minutes left. I'd still be trying to break the first shield in P1 right about now. Guys, this class is kind of sick. Who's going to make one? Somebody wanted me to ask you what you think about like the viability of playing Evan on Challenge World.
Oh, it's pretty bad.
Oh,
Yeah. I think like it has to do with like Barrage is going to be on a 60-second cooldown. You have no cooldown hat.
yeah.
What else? Like,
No Legion stuff.
yeah, no Legion. Although it's like every character.
Yeah. Some classes that like really want the cooldown reduction though, like not having the Legion really sucks for that. Trust me, I'm suffering from that right now on Challenge World.
Yeah. Also, you don't get like too many frags unless you actively farm. So
Yeah, true.
not getting too much out of it.
True. There's a class that needs a lot of frags, apparently, guys. Lock in. New Evan mains. We're main swapping. Someone said Evan's gonna be like top 5 damage in the 2-minute patch.
I would wait and see until like I would wait until we get it in GMS.
Yeah, just
We've
because
always,
like they don't have the attack speed changes that we have.
Like we've always seen for some reason like Evan's really high in KMS charts, and I don't know, maybe it's like a crazy skill issue or something, but we just like don't see similar results in GMS.
Yeah. Get us nerfed. Nah, surely you guys are fine. I mean, look at this. This pacing is crazy. It can use a minus 5-second cooldown hat. Sure, but I mean, like, technically you can get a minus 5-second cooldown hat here too. Just get lucky.
I'm still not like 100% sure if -5 is the real reason why. Like, I don't know. I'm unconvinced.
Yeah. Oh shit, here we go again, guys. Yes. Yeah, this honestly looks really cool. This looks really fun. I think the non-selling point for me though is that you can't attack in the air. That makes me really sad. Every
Yeah,
class that
it
I've
really
ever
does
played,
suck.
like that I can't press buttons in the air. Like, obviously I made Sia, and I was just every time I was jumping around and I couldn't press buttons while I was even like a millimeter off the ground, it was just making me mad. Fix that and I'm in. Like, actually. They change that and I'll make this class insta.
Oh man.
Uh-oh. Oh, 07. What kind of party comp do you usually play with in your like endgame bosses?
I play with a lot of mages.
Yep.
Ah, shit. Like my limbo party is Bishop, Lumi, and me.
Okay.
And then my X-Kalos is it's Bishop, Evan, Lumi, Laura, Hero, NL.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. That's like the friends comp.
Yeah. Bro, what is happening to the sound right now?
Oh shit. This only happened? Or no?
Yeah, it's getting real weird. It's okay though. Just finish him off.
I'm just waiting for the TP.
Yeah, yeah. "15 minutes? 15? So close.
Close enough.
So close. I mean, honestly, not bad. That is still really fast. That's crazy. Where's the loot, guys? Where's the loot? Damn.
I'm so unlucky. No loot.
Yeah, that class is sick. That class is really cool. Who's making an Evan, guys? Who's making an Evan? Raise your hand.
Crickets.
Oh. All right, well, I mean, as long as you get +1 from this, that's good. Right? Surely we'll get +1, guys.
Oh, maybe I came on with the intention of scaring everyone away.
Oh, wait, why would you do that?
No reason.
Dude, you ranked farming S. There's no way you came with the intention of scaring people away. Yeah, I think I think it's really fun to watch. I don't know if this is probably one of the first classes where I actually feel like I have to try it before I can even like give it a chance. Because a lot of the other stuff was like pretty straightforward, but this is there's a lot going on here.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, well, FLERR, we've taken up enough of your time. It's Rune Day. Go get your rates. Get the hell out of here. I appreciate you so much, dude. Seriously. I didn't have any other Evans, so the fact that you stepped up was huge. And you said it before, this is like your public debut, your first time in front of an audience, I guess, or one of the first times in front of an audience out of the shadows. So yeah, so thank you for like stepping out of your comfort zone for this. I think you did a fantastic job. Thank you for being patient with me while I like talked through all of your classes, like rotation and skills and stuff. Like I'm actually a straight up idiot. Yeah, your patience was great. Very appreciated.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, bro. Guys, everyone say thank you, FLERR. Thank you, FLERR. All right. If anyone has any questions, if they decide to play Evan, do you have any place that we can direct them, whether it's for you or for anyone, or I guess just like a community that you think would be helpful?
Yep. Then you just go to the Evan Discord. I think people there are very helpful.
Okay.
I keep an eye on it too, so probably just asking questions there. It's probably the best way to get them answered.
Dope. W. So straight to the Evan Discord, guys. And you can find FLERR there, I bet. I'm going to leak your Discord name again. Yeah, it's FLERR, guys. Yeah, you can you can find him there. All right, bro. Well, I will let you go. Thank you so much for taking the time, especially on Rune Day. I don't usually find people who are down to give up their rates for this, so appreciate you very much.
Yep. All right. Thanks for having me. Have a great stream.
Yes. Enjoy your rates. Have fun. Happy wapping.
Peace.
Later. What a nice guy. Damn. My class kind of complicated, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That's another one of the few that I think I'm actually gonna have to watch back a couple times to like figure out what the hell's going on, because yeah. I got lost a couple times there. I got lost once or twice. But it's okay. It's all good. That class is sick. The animations are absolutely incredible. Like, am I the only one? There's no way. Like, you guys have to agree, right? Being like a dragon tamer is such a cool like class concept in general. And then on top of that, like, he's also a mage and he has like skills of his own and stuff. Like, overall, the class is just super, super, super cool. And the fact that it has like actual combos, ways that like your skills change when you chain them together, and then all of these different buttons that you're pressing, like it's not just a brain dead rotation. I think it's sick. I think Evan is a really cool class. When I first started, I kind of wanted to play Evan, but then I thought it was going to be really brain dead. I thought it was going to be like super, super boring. And boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. That class is very, very cool. Yeah. Anyway, if you guys watched this live, I would just like to take a chance to say thank you for being here. I appreciate you all for supporting the series, for supporting me, for supporting any of my guests, any and all of my guests, for being respectful, for bringing in your questions, for being patient when I don't ask your questions right away. At least most of you are patient when I don't ask your questions right away. But yeah, you guys are the goats. And for anyone who's watching on YouTube, I appreciate you as well for supporting, for taking the time. I hope this answered all of your questions. I hope you enjoyed the show. That one was a fun one. That one was pretty comprehensive. That one was... honestly, that's probably gonna be one that we have to watch a couple times to really understand what was going on there. But yeah, that was great. Lastly, if you didn't happen to catch these interviews live yet and you want to, we have another like probably week and a half, 2 weeks left of these that are going to happen. So depending on, you know, when I guess this video gets uploaded, you'll probably have at least a little while still to come check out the interviews live. And even after the live interviews, honestly, I'm still going to keep streaming Maplestory. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I have a lot of content planned for the future for Maplestory, for my own progression, and for a lot of other things that are going to be a lot of fun. So come by the Twitch stream, follow it, sub if you're feeling real spicy. I heard a lot of you guys got some free primes out there with no one to spend them on. So I know a guy who would take them happily. But that's it. Other than that, yeah, I hope everything in that interview was everything that all of you future Evan players or current Evan players could have possibly wanted. There's a lot of information in there that I think probably like wasn't necessary for new players, but you know, eventually you're going to get to a point where a lot of that stuff probably makes more sense, and it's all in one place for you. So I'm happy that we kind of got like really in depth with a lot of that stuff. Anyway, that's it for me with Evan today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. Twitch chat, thank you for being here. I will see you guys in the next one.